Hey guys, if I showed you these 5 luxury home decor pieces, you'd never guess they were made mostly with Dollar Tree items. My name is Nora G and welcome to my nook. In today's video, I'm transforming inexpensive Dollar Tree supplies with just a few Dollarama finds into stunning designer-inspired decor that looks like it belongs in a high-end home. Every project is stylish, budget-friendly, and easier to make than you think. And don't leave early because my third DIY is easily my favorite transformation yet. So happy new month and let's create something beautiful. Alright, so for our first project, I'm using just one 6-inch round mirror from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love starting a DIY with simple, inexpensive supplies because it really shows that you don't have to spend a fortune to create beautiful luxury home decor. Okay, so the first thing I did was remove all the packaging from the mirror. Before painting, I used masking tape to completely cover the mirror surface. This is one of those small steps that saves you so much cleanup later and gives your finished project a much more professional look. Once everything was protected, I grabbed some leftover copper spray paint from a previous DIY and gave the frame a fresh coat. I love reusing materials I already have because it helps keep the overall project cost even lower. I used copper for this because it kind of ties in with what I'll be doing next. I'm using these beautiful peacock feathers that I've had in my craft stash for a while. I originally purchased them from Amazon because they're incredibly affordable and you can get so many in one pack. I'll have them linked in the description box below if you're interested. If you don't have these exact feathers, don't worry at all. Dollar Tree often carries different decorative feathers that would also work beautifully for this project. You can even experiment with dyed feathers or neutral feathers depending on the look you're going for. For my mirror, I used about 30 peacock feathers and that's completely customizable. If you want an even fuller, more dramatic statement piece, simply double up the feathers or use additional layers. I personally love how airy and elegant this amount looks because it allows each feather to really stand out. Before reaching for the glue gun, I highly recommend laying all your feathers around the back of the mirror first. This gives you the chance to play around with spacing, adjust the overall shape, and make sure everything looks balanced before permanently attaching anything. Once I was happy with the arrangement and to reinforce everything and make sure the feathers stay secure over time, I traced the back of the mirror onto a cardboard box and cut out a circle. Then I glued that cardboard circle directly over all the feather stems using hot glue. You could also glue each feather one at a time, but that would take longer. I just thought it was easier to do this. This not only locks everything into place, but also gives the back a much cleaner and more finished appearance. Since I wanted this piece to be ready to hang immediately, I also attached a simple loop made from rope to the back before everything dried completely. And now comes my favorite part. Once everything was secure, I flipped the mirror over, carefully removed the masking tape, gave the mirror a quick wipe to remove any fingerprints, and instantly the transformation was complete. I absolutely love how luxurious this turned out. The peacock feathers create so much beautiful movement and texture, while the metallic frame adds just enough warmth and elegance. It is dramatic without feeling overwhelming, and it instantly becomes the focal point wherever it is displayed. One of my favorite things about this DIY is how versatile it is. It will look absolutely stunning above an entryway console table where it creates an unforgettable first impression for anyone walking into your home. That is exactly why I love projects like this. They prove that creating a luxury-looking home isn't about spending thousands of dollars. It is about seeing everyday items with a little creativity. Now for our second DIY, I picked up 2 of these rectangular organizers with lids from Dollar Tree. The first thing I did was peel off all the labels and give each piece a good wipe down. Taking a minute to clean everything really helps the glue adhere much better later on. Okay, trust me. To give this project that warm luxury finish, I also grabbed 2 of Dollar Tree's small bamboo cutting boards. Using my burnt umber chalk paint, I lightly stained one side of each cutting board along with the sides or along with the edges. I wasn't trying to completely cover the wood grain because I wanted that beautiful natural texture to still show through. It gives the finished organizer a much richer, high-end appearance that reminds me of designer storage pieces you'd find at stores like Crate and Barrel or Pottery Barn. Next, I pulled 4 wooden beads of one of Dollar Tree's bead garlands and stained those the exact same color so everything would match perfectly. Once they had dried, I used Gorilla Glue to attach one bead to the other end, to each end of the unpainted side of one of the cutting board. These little wooden beads instantly become a adorable fit and elevates the organizer, literally and visually. While those were drying, I moved on to the second cutting board. I placed it with the stained side facing upward and carefully marked the center. You could use a ruler for this, but my working surface already has all these markings that makes this easier for me. So for my handle, I picked up this decorative pen with the full diamond on top. As soon as I saw it, I knew it would make the perfect luxury-inspired knob. I simply unscrewed the decorative top from the pen and attached it directly onto the center mark using Gorilla Glue. This is definitely one step you don't want to rush, okay? I highly recommend allowing it to cure for at least 24 hours or even a little longer before handling it. Gorilla Glue gets incredibly strong when given enough time to fully set, and it is worth the wait. Trust me. Once everything was nice and secure, it was time to assemble the organizer. I placed both rectangular organizers side by side on the top of the cutting board with the wooden bead fit. For extra strength, I used both Gorilla Glue and hot glue. The hot glue holds everything in place immediately, while Gorilla Glue creates the permanent bond over time. After attaching the organizers, I added glue to the tops of both lids before carefully placing the second cutting board with the crystal knob directly on top. Once the glue dried, lifting the decorative knob also lifted both lids at the exact same time, creating one beautiful removable cover, as you can see. I absolutely love this little detail because it makes the organizer feel so much more expensive and intentional. Well, that is about it. So I decided to fill mine with some of my smaller craft embellishments like pearls, rhinestones, and decorative studs, so everything stays organized while still looking beautiful on my workspace. Isn't this cute? But honestly, the possibilities for this organizer are endless. If you're a tea lover, it makes a gorgeous luxury tea station for organizing your favorite tea bags, especially in an office space or coffee tea or tea corner, you know. You could also use it for coffee pots, sweetener, sugar cubes, creamers, drink mixes, hot chocolate packets, you name it. If you love crafting like I do, it is perfect for organizing your beads, buttons, rhinestones like I just did. All those tiny pieces that somehow always end up scattered everywhere. So I was very happy making this because now I have this to place. I probably will make more because I have a lot more smaller crafting supplies that need to go somewhere. You could also use this in your home office or office for paper clips, binder clips, thumb tags, memory cards, USB drives, and all other small desk accessories. What I love most is that this piece doesn't have to be hidden away inside a drawer. It actually becomes part of your decor. And that is my favorite kind of DIY, something that is both beautiful and practical. For this next project, I'll be using the same round framed mirror we used in DIY number 1. So if you have more than one of these mirrors from Dollar Tree, Definitely grab them because they're incredibly versatile. I've done a lot of DIYs with these. I'll also be using 4 of Dollar Tree's 8x10 black canvases along with these beautiful silk ropes from Dollarama. If you don't have a Dollarama nearby, don't worry because Dollar Tree also carries several different styles of ropes that will work beautifully for this project, except you will have to paint them your desired color. To begin, I arranged my 4 canvases vertically, 2 on top and 2 on the bottom, with a small gap running straight through the center with the guide of my work surface. That little opening is intentional because it creates a more custom designer look rather than having one solid, panel. Once I was happy with the placement, I added hot glue to the back of my mirror and positioned it directly in the center where all 4 canvases meet. Using the silk rope, I started wrapping around the mirror frame, beginning with the darkest shade first. Okay, I worked slowly around the mirror, adding hot glue as I went to keep everything nice and secure. As I continued building outward, I gradually transitioned into the medium shade before finally finishing with the lightest rope on the outer edge, as you would see. You could absolutely reverse the order if you prefer, but I personally loved starting with a darker color because it flows beautifully from the black mirror frame and creates a gorgeous ombre effect as your eyes move outward. The gradual transition between each color gives this piece so much warmth and depth, making it like something you'd find in a luxury home decor boutique. The texture from the rope is honestly what elevates this project. Layer after layer, it creates incredible dimension that photographs beautifully and catches the light from different angles throughout the day. If you want an even stronger bond, especially if you're displaying this in a high traffic area, you can brush a light coat of Mod Podge over the rope once you're finished. It dries clear and helps secure everything even more while keeping the beautiful texture intact. After everything dried completely, all that was left was hanging it on the wall. And since the canvas is a lightweight, I simply use push pins to hang these on the wall, making installation quick, easy, and renter-friendly. And can we just take a moment to appreciate this transformation? It is amazing what a few Dollar Tree supplies and some rope with a little creativity can turn into. This is one of those DIYs that instantly makes the room feel professionally designed. And because of its neutral color palette, it works beautifully with so many decorating styles. Now for our 4th project, I picked up 2 of these beautifully shaped glass vases from Dollarama, along with one of these small sauce plates from Dollar Tree. So Dollarama meets Dollar Tree or Dollar Tree meets Dollarama. Each vase was only $5. Making this entire project incredibly affordable considering the expensive look we are about to achieve. The first thing I did was peel off all the labels and wipe the glass clean to remove any dust or oils. This helps the glue bond much better and also gives you a smoother finish if you decide to paint it later. Next, I applied Gorilla Glue around the rim of one of the vases and carefully attached it to the reverse side of the Dollar Tree sauce plate. This instantly creates a sturdy pedestal base while giving the vase a much more substantial designer look. Be sure to wipe away any excess glue before it begins to cure so you get those nice clean lines. Once that was set, I applied more Gorilla Glue to the bottom of the second vase and stacked it directly on top of the first one. And just like that, you have this gorgeous sculptural silhouette that's both modern and timeless. Honestly, even before painting, this piece already looks beautiful. The clear glass gives it an elegant contemporary look that would work in almost any space, but I wanted something a little bolder, as always. So I gave the entire piece a few light coats of matte black spray paint. That soft matte finish completely transformed it and instantly made it resemble one of those designer vases you find in stores like Crate and Barrel, Pottery Barn, West Elm, or Restoration Hardware. To make it feel even more custom, I wrapped decorative embellishments around the points where the two vases meet. Not only does this hide the seams beautifully, but it also adds texture, visual interest, and a luxurious finishing touch. Well guys, before we do carry on, you know the drill on Norwegian Nook. The word of the day today is finesse. Word of the day today is finesse because every DIY is all about the thoughtful details that transform simple materials into elegant, designer-inspired decor. So please do comment finesse down in the comment section below and let's chat. And finally, let's wrap up today's video with one of the easiest projects I've ever made, but don't let the simplicity fool you. So for this project, I picked up one jumbo pizza tray from Dollarama. But honestly, any pizza tray will work, whether it's from Dollar Tree, Dollarama, or something you already have tucked away at home. Now here's the secret that completely transforms this project. Instead of leaving the surface smooth, I used a hammer to create lots of small dents all over the tray. Don't be afraid to really go for it. The goal isn't perfection. In fact, the more irregular and distressed the surface becomes, the more expensive and handcrafted it's going to look. Those little imperfections create beautiful texture that catches the light from every angle, giving this piece incredible depth and character. Once I was happy with the texture, I attached a simple hanging piece to the back so it will be ready to display. Then it was time for the fun part. I gave the entire tray several light coats of gold spray paint, and instantly all those hammer details came to life. If you want an even more aged or antique look, you can make the tray even more distressed before painting. The more texture you create, the more dimension you see once the paint goes on. And of course, you're not limited to gold. This will look stunning in the matte black for a modern organic aesthetic, bronze, white, champagne, you name it. That is all up to you. And just like that, one simple pizza tray has been transformed into a piece of luxury wall decor that looks like it came straight out of an upscale home decor showroom. Well guys, if you did enjoy these Dollar Tree DIY home decor projects, do let me know in the comments section which one was your absolute favorite. I'd love to know. And also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, share, hype this video, and subscribe to Norwegian Nook for more fun DIYs. In the meantime, always remember, your space doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel like you. And until next time, stay creative, stay inspired, and keep making your home beautiful on a budget.